Hey everyone, I was asked to do a wicking tutorial for the Griffin. I have the Griffin 25 fused claptons in there, and it comes out to 0.35. I'm using native wicks, the platinum blend. The cotton you use does matter, in my opinion. Not all cotton is created equal. If you're using the cotton squares, I found that they don't wick as well in in an RTA. In an RDA, they're not that bad, but in an RTA, I don't like them. I prefer something like cotton bacon or native wicks is actually my new favorite. So I already installed one just to, kind of speed up this process a little bit. And then for the second one, you slide it through. You want, some tension, but, you don't want to, have it pull through easy. And you don't want to, rip your cotton as you're trying to, get it through there. So once I have that in there, what I do is I'm going to angle my scissors. And I angle them. Let me see how I can do this here so you can see it. I'm going to angle them so that it's like this, okay? So that the cut is going to be facing out. Now, I'm trying to keep this all on camera here. Right about there. Should do it. And I think I cut that one a little too short. Yeah, I did. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this way a little bit. And that should be about good, right about there. And so I'm going to do the next one, or the same thing to the other side. That should be right about there. And yeah, I'm going to cut a little bit more off that side. Just a smidgen. Whoop, off camera. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this by myself here. I got this little rig set up to be able to do this for you. Alright, that should be good for that side. This next side, I like to use the side I already cut as kind of like a little judgment guide. That should work. And about right there should work. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Well, in a way it does, but this is just a quick little thing to show you how I do it. And you may need to tweak how much cotton is in there, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of how you're supposed to do it. Or at least how I do it. Okay, so this might be a little tad bit too much cotton for right now, but we're going to thin it out a little bit. I do this with all of my when I wick something, I do this every time. It's been dubbed stroking the furry wall, but what you're doing is you're getting the excess cotton that's not, the fibers that aren't running the same way, and it's going to pull all those out, and that's going to help it, help your cotton wick to your coils better, because you want them to be flowing the same direction. And if you're using the cotton pads, the little Japanese cotton squares, you're going to want to find out which way your fibers are going, and that's the direction that you want to have them running, is parallel or the same way you know, to your coil. You wouldn't want to have it going the other way, so you want them, you know, your fibers directed towards the coil. Alright, so after that, I lift them up here a little bit, and then take my scissors. These scissors are great, by the way. I believe they're Fiskars, Fiskars, however how you say it. And they are fabric scissors. These things work amazing. And what you're going to do is you're just going to trim all this little, trim all that off. Come around to this side. Trim this off. Alright, and then what I always do is from pulling on the cotton like that with your little screwdriver, sometimes it'll depending on how tight you have your cotton in there, it's going to move it a little bit. And what I use is I just use a thin little flathead screwdriver like this, and just, you know, stroke it going with the grain of your cotton, so that way, you know, you're gonna pull out any of the stuff that you don't want. And if you feel that you have too much cotton coming through here, I like to go like this, put my thumb underneath there, and kind of go like this. And what I might do is I might cut some of the this little ends off right here, so I will see what this looks like and let you know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna snip some of this off right here. That way you don't have a ton trying to get into your into the channels. I couldn't think of the word. Alright, and then what I do from here, let's see if I can do this on camera without blocking it all, is I take my little screwdriver, I go underneath it and bend it down, and then I'm gonna slightly push it into the channels. You don't want to jam pack it in there, you kind of just want it sitting on top. So then I'm going to take it and kind of go around with it and get it sitting in there. Yeah, like I said, if you push it like really far down in there, you're when you wet your cotton, it's going to expand and it's going to get choked off in between this ring and the deck. Which I'm not sure why they're still putting these rings on here. I don't think it's necessary. You can take it off and wick it. You just have to run it down a little bit further. But in my opinion, the ring, you know, kind of impedes how it, you know, like its ability to wick right. But for the sake of the video, we're going to just leave it there. But what you can do, that I found out that helps, is once you have it, you know, your cotton all in there and it's juiced up and whatnot, you can unscrew the ring like 1 or 2 turns, and that opens up, it makes like a little gap between your wick and you know, the deck. I might have cut this one a little too short, but we're gonna see how she goes. And I'm not stuffing this in there, as you can see. It's not, you know, coming through down here, it's just sitting right there. I'm just trying to get it all, you know, placed where I want it at. Alright. Alright, now on to the other side. Same thing, guys. We're gonna pick it up and stick it down. I'm going to fix that side here in a second, but I just want to get these both down here so I can try and speed this up a little bit. Video's already running kind of long. Like I said, guys, this is how I do it. It's how most people do it as well. They might do it a little bit differently than I do, but I do like to angle the scissors whenever I cut it. That way, I just feel like it gives the ends of your wicks a little bit better of like an angle, I guess you would call it, to go down in here. And if any of this gets off camera, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this and, you know, keep it in focus and whatnot. So okay, so that's how you pretty much you want it to look. You can see the cotton just barely coming through right here. So that's pretty much what you want, and you definitely don't want to have it in here. You want to keep your cotton away from your airflow holes, because if it gets, you know, if it hangs over there, then it's going to leak. And so yeah, that's about it, guys. And then what I always do is you know, I'm gonna put some liquid on there. I'm not gonna do it in the video because it's already 12 minutes long, but I wet it, and then I'm gonna go around and you know, with my little screwdriver, just make sure, you know, no little ends got poked out, or see if I can, you know, reshape it a little bit. And then what you can do, I've heard it helps, I'm still kind of experimenting with it, is take something, I found this, I'm not sure where it came from, but something small like that. You can use a piece of like wire, like 24 gauge wire would work, 26 gauge maybe. And after you have it juiced up, what you can do is you're going to take it and you're going to run it straight down through here and down into the channel. Because what you want to do basically is you're going to create a little tiny gap right here for air to be able to pass to help it wick. So I've noticed it does help, but like I said, you know, I'm still kind of messing around with it, seeing if it does, you know, indeed help or not. So that's my little tutorial, guys, and I hope that this helps you.